Alright guys, what's going on? The reason that I'm making this video today is I get a lot of questions from people about everything that's done to my car, as far as like the turbo kit, the suspension, wheels, everything. So I'm gonna make this video today to try and clarify like what mods I have, what is all done to the car. So I'm starting out with all of the biggest things first for the most part, and then it just kind of walks down the list all the way from like the turbo kit down to like the cosmetic stuff. So first thing, obviously we got to get into it. I have the JDL turbo kit. It was installed at 33,000 miles roughly. The turbo that I have on there is the Garrett GT86 RS. So that's the ball bearing turbo. It's the step up from the GT28R, which is just the journal bearing turbo that comes with like the base kit. I'm running the 7 PSI wastegate spring on there. I have the unequal length manifold. It's an open dump wastegate. Since it is an external wastegate, it's just open dump vent to atmosphere. I didn't get the recirculated option. I also love the open dump, guys. Like, a lot of people say, you know, open dump's too loud, blah, blah, blah. Like, if you're just driving around town and you want to be quiet, the wastegate's closed. If you really want to rip and, like, let it open up, it's loud. You know, I think it sounds really good. The spool sounds different than it does with recirc. The recirc sounds almost more like a suction noise. The spool on the open dump sounds like an actual, like, spool. Like, it sounds really, really nice. I think they both sound great, whatever option you want. I just prefer the open dump wastegate. All of my hot parts for the kit, so the manifold, the downpipe, hot side of the turbo, they're all thermal coated black. And the cold parts are coated red. So I have the 2017 86, so I have the red intake manifold, so that's why I did the red cold parts as well. It actually matches really well. I have the Radium dual catch can kit. So I really like the Radium setup, guys. Everything from Radium Engineering is a super good quality product. I highly recommend going with Radium for anything. Their catch can setup is great. The way that it mounts up, I'll post a clip in here. It looks super OEM. It mounts right by your strut towers in the back of the engine bay. They look super clean, just a nice, simple, sleek, black look. Like, they look like they were meant to be there, and I really like that. But yeah, I have the EcuTech Bluetooth dongle. That's how I monitor everything on this car right now. I actually don't even have gauges, guys. Like, I don't have a boost gauge. I don't have an oil pressure gauge. I don't have an oil temperature gauge. Like, I don't have AFR gauge. All that stuff I monitor on my phone. I mean, obviously you can't find oil pressure on your phone, but I'm monitoring like engine oil temperature, AFRs, all that good stuff. So I like having that app. It's actually really nice. And having the Bluetooth dongle, I can just data log from my phone on that EcuTech app and then email it to my tuner on the fly if I want to, which is actually, it's really nice being able to do that. If you're ever worried about your car on a long road trip, you can just stop, send it over to somebody, and just have them look at the log really quick. It's actually really nice to be able to do that. The EcuTech tune that I have is from Zach at Counterspace Garage. Guys, Zach is a great tuner. I love everything about the way that he tunes my car. This thing made 300 wheel horsepower and like 235 wheel torque on the 7 PSI wastegate spring on a dyno jet. Most of these cars, like on a dyno jet, from what I'm seeing on the 7 PSI spring tuned by other people, are making like around 280, maybe 290 wheel. Obviously, with the 7 PSI wastegate spring, it's common for you to see like a little bit of overboosting to like 8, maybe 9 PSI. But really, 300 wheel horsepower is really impressive for this car. It's very consistent too. I mean, every single pull that we did on the dyno, 299, 299, 300, 301, it was making super consistent power the whole time. So it's an excellent tune, guys. I highly recommend going with Zach. Alright, so we'll move on to exhaust. So obviously I have the unequal length manifold, and then from my actual like exhaust on the way back, I have the stock over pipe, NVIDIA catless 2.5 inch non-resonated front pipe. For the cat back, I have a Greddy Revolution RS 3-inch single exit. It's a left exit exhaust. It's actually not supposed to be on this year model. This exhaust is only supposed to be like, the left exit Greddy exhausts are only supposed to be 2013 through 16. But I fit it on here anyways. I think it's like rattling against the subframe a little bit, like vibrating it. You can get lower exhaust hangers, but if I got any lower exhaust hangers, this exhaust would be impossible to drive around on. It already scrapes. It's so low right now. So I'm just gonna deal with the vibration. It only happens here and there. I might switch it out with the Tomei 80R, but then the car would be screaming everywhere. So we'll just see. I really like the Tomei exhaust. I really like the titanium. It looks great with the pie cuts and everything in the exhaust. So we'll see. I might do the Tomei. Tane Flex Z coilovers. So they're the step up from the street basis coilover. They have camber plates. They're a great coilover for the money, guys. I definitely recommend the Tanes. I've had no problems with them at all. I mean, they feel great. So the wheels that I'm running, I love these wheels, guys. They're the Cosmos MR7s, and the specs on them are 18/9 with a plus 25 offset. They look super good with that white contrasting on this dark blue Toyota paint color. I mean, I love these wheels so much. They just look phenomenal on this car. They're durable. I mean, they hold up really well. The coating on them is excellent. Like, the paint is excellent on them. I don't really have any complaints about them. I love Cosmos wheels for the money. They're some of the best wheels you guys can get. So the tires that I'm running, I'm just running some Federal SS 595s right now. Yeah, just nothing special. I got them before the car was even boosted, and I just thought that I was gonna burn through them. The window tint, it's 17% all the way around, except for the windshield. The windshield has no tint on there. I really like having that tint on there. It looks great. It makes the car look like a space coupe. I have a custom like cherry blossom shift boot and e-brake boot. So I have the Illume Aesthetic is the brand, just Illume Aesthetic. It's a cherry blossom and like Japanese numbers for the tachometer, gauge faces. Super easy to install. They look so sick, guys. I love Illume Aesthetic. I think it was like 150 bucks, and the quality of it is super good. I saw that and I was like, I can't pass this up. I have to get this. So if you're watching this, shout out to you, whoever runs Illume Aesthetic. You're doing it right, man. I also have the VIS Racing carbon fiber hood. I also have the VLAND headlights with HIDs. They turned out super good. I love the way that the VLANs look with the fish hook daytime running light. I'll get you a clip right here. All right, so this is my JDL turbo kit. Like I said, you can see it's thermal coated black here, and this is also wrinkle red on the cold parts. Looks super good. I need to get a turbo blanket for the hot side of the turbo. And here you can see that GT86 RS. I've still got just K&N filter on here. I run Modal 5W30 oil. I just have the standard V2.1 kit, I believe. So I've got the regular intercooler. I don't have like the big boy. Shout out to Never Content for making this dope sticker, this peaker of my boy Takumi Fujiwara here. I used to be that guy that would hate on people for putting their Instagram handle on their car, but now that I actually have something that's like worthy of people giving a shit about, I figured why not put my Instagram handle on there. So you can see the tachometer is actually Japanese numbers, and all of your lights and stuff glow really well on here. It looks super good. You can see everything. I mean, it's still all there. And when you turn this off, you've got a nice, pretty cherry blossom background right there. So, shout out to my favorite cheap beer. And just FYI, I got this sticker right here on my passenger side door. If you guys can figure out what that says, I'll give you a shout out. So here's the cherry blossom e-brake boot and shift boot, guys. I think they look super good. I just would like to have it matching the pink cherry blossom on here. So I'm thinking about replacing it with a black and pink instead of black and red. So that's about everything that I can think of that's done to the car currently. Everything that I had on my list. If y'all have any questions, if I didn't go over anything thoroughly enough, just shoot me a message on Instagram or comment down below and just ask. I'm usually pretty good about responding really quick, and I'll answer it to the best of my knowledge. But if you guys enjoyed the video, just give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for some more Turbo 86 content. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Happy holidays, spend some time with your family, and most importantly, be safe. Don't drink and drive. Don't do any dumb stuff, all right? Y'all have a great time. Enjoy. Yep. The engine is made of engine.